Hi, it's Caroline again, talking about bipolar. And following on from yesterday, when I just introduced this idea of astrology, which hopefully isn't a new idea to any of you, but it might be, I wanted to talk specifically about the moon. So, obviously, there's two aspects. There's women who are bipolar, and then there's guys. And obviously, you might be in between and consider yourself transgender either way, but I'm not going to talk about that today. But that is something I will talk about. So firstly, for women, a massive impact for me was making peace with my moon flow or my menstrual cycle, however you want to call it. As a kid, well, from 13 or whenever I started, I had horrendous pain, like day off for school every month, guaranteed pretty much. You know, ruined like days on holiday, blah, 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 blah. And, we're told, like so much else, that's just it. Oh, you can take painkillers. Typically, painkillers are just a plaster, not addressing the real problem. So when we look holistically at something, we're looking at the emotional body, the physical body, the mental body, and the spiritual body. Now, going into uni, this was just as bad, and I had like a week of depression pretty much every week before I came on, premenstrual phase, and I just didn't click. I literally did not click, and the girls that I lived with were scared of me. You know, I'm 6'1", so without meaning to be, I'm pretty fierce at times. I smash things and think, So, and I thought that was me being a complete Fruit Loop. And you could say, oh, it's because you're bipolar. No, not so. I was eating really badly. I wasn't sleeping. I was smoking shit lots of dope and therefore tobacco because I smoked it together. I wasn't grounded. I wasn't happy. Sexually, I was really frustrated. Half the time I was in denial that I was sexual, never masturbated or anything like that. And the other half, I was pouncing on guys, had a lot of partners, not many boyfriends, if you know what I mean. And so anything to do with my femininity, my sexuality, what's that? What's that? Didn't deal with that at all. So leading up to then having a high after uni, again, didn't really put it all together really. And I actually went on the pill for a while when I came back to Wales to try to, like, it was a bit subconscious. Oh, maybe if I can sort my cycle out, then I won't be bipolar. Because obviously that's much better than actually having emotions, right? Because that's what we're led to believe. Be on the pill, you're a liberated woman. Not so. We completely detach from our cycle, which is essential. And so what I offer you, or invite you rather to do as a woman, come into touch with your cycle, get to know it, get to know how long it is, see where you are with the moon, and look up. There is so much online about our cycle and the blood mysteries, so they're called. I was on a one-day course with Miranda Gray, and she wrote a book called The Red Moon. And basically it describes the four sections of our cycle as a woman, and kind of similar to a moon, how it waxes from nothing, gets bigger, full, and then wanes, and then it's back to nothing again. And if you think of our cycle, like on the dark moon, we're bleeding, we're really internal, and then we get our energy up to ovulation after we've bled. We're like, yeah, and then we come back again. I'm not going to go into the details of it, but really, I absolutely beg of you, do yourself and your femininity and your womanhood a favour for you. Not so you can be a better person, but for your own benefit. Look into this stuff. It is so important. For the last 3 years, I've used a moon cup and material pads, which I can show you on another video. So I don't buy anything now. Nothing fucking toxic goes into my body. Tampons, meh. It's like having a suction on your vagina. And if you're not bleeding enough, it's going to take water from your body because it doesn't care. Osmosis works. It doesn't go, oh, that's blood, I'll take it. That's just cell water, I won't take it. You know, this, I could talk about this for, you know, ages because it's just so important. We've been so oppressed as women. We don't honour our cycle. We don't look at the moon. Everything's, be it automatic, you know, automaton, a robot, to fit into a man's world. No offence, guys, this is not an attack. This is just how humanity has evolved at this point. But we need to change it back. Not so equality is let's fit into the man's world. No, we're women, and can we please have our fluctuation back? Yeah, if you're really energetic leading up to your ovulation, I used to have this thing, oh my God, I'm buzzing, I must be getting high. No, I'm just having a natural uplift of energy towards the full moon. And this is where, for men watching this video, for one, it might help you understand your girlfriends who might be out of touch with their cycle, that maybe you can bring them back into touch. And coming to peace, inner and outer, yeah, it's, if you're more in peace with your cycle, you're going to be easier with other people that you're around. But guys, you're going to be affected by the moon as well, especially if you've had mental health problems. It probably means you're very sensitive, whereas a lot of people, if they're thick-skinned, that's not an insult, that's, I'm just putting it out there simply, maybe you're not so affected by the moon. But shit happens on full moon, you know. If you looked at incidences of accidents, A&E admissions, psychiatric hospital admissions, yeah, they're going to go up on full moon. Arguments, blah, blah, blah. Because it does stuff to us. And we're so bloody out of sync, we don't realise. So anyway, so women, look at your energy levels. Don't panic if for 2 weeks you're getting this, oh my God, da, 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 da. It's quite a masculine energy. It's very active. It's very out. You know, practical, you can do all your logical stuff. I'm a bookkeeper, so it's really easy for me to just chuck out numbers and just order stuff. After you ovulate, you're going to start waning, like the moon's going to get smaller again. Your energy's going to go down. And I used to, again, then think, why don't I want to go out socialising? Oh my God, oh, I'm having anxiety attack. No, I'm just ignoring my body who's saying, can you fuck off? I don't really want to party. I just want to, like, have a rug on and watch film. I trying to be this consistent, perfect being that's not bipolar. No, I'm not crazy. Just I've got to just be the same. I've got to be the same. What? What the fuck? You know, everything ebbs and flows like the waves. You know, we can't be constantly out. It's like the seasons of the year, and so yeah, just simply observe yourself. Even if you just keep it on a diary, write the numbers. Say like day 1 is your bleed and then go, because I didn't realise, I thought, well, I'm exactly 28 days, I'm really regular. No, I'm 26 days. Oh, okay, so I'm slightly getting out of sync with the moon. I used to bleed on full moon, which made me laugh a lot, and now I'm bleeding just before the new moon, the dark moon. Okay, so you get the point. If you haven't already made peace with your period, honour it. For the goodness sake, we all come from our blood. It's such powerful stuff. And again, we've been made to feel, oh God, I couldn't possibly like show a bit if I leak. Who gives a fuck? We're all fucking periods that grew up, right, with a sperm. So why are we so like, ew, it's gross? Why? I don't know. Oh, so they can sell us better tampons and stuff. Okay, whatever. Of course, you don't want it dripping down your leg, but actually, like, still, who would, like, you know, it's crazy. It's so natural. So rather than trying to get rid of it, which, why would you want to? It's a beautiful function of a woman. Own it, honour it, and make your own peace. Actually, this is funny. I put this hanging up a few weeks ago because I started holding a red tent group, which is, look it up if you're interested. It's for women to meet once a month. In the olden days, maybe you do it when you're bleeding, you have like a moon hut, all the women when they bled, because they would come together, they would come on together. If you're in a community, then you would think, and then you just don't do anything. The shaman that I did ayahuasca with said, women don't do anything when they're bleeding in our tribe. They don't touch, they don't cook, they don't wash, nothing. They're like queens because it's such a powerful time. We need to just, we're bleeding. Don't try and go to a bloody party. Let your body do what it needs to do. Enough about that. But this poster I put up, is hanging. I put up purely because it was red and I enjoy it and hadn't put it up yet. And I looked at the petals. If you look around, 28. I did laugh. I love the divine comedy of life at the moment. You know, obviously it's to do with the moon cycle because otherwise there'll be 30 or something. No, I just thought it was so funny. I put it up on the day for the red tent. So guys, you've been a bit out of luck with this one, but if you want to do something for the women in your life, it's worth you finding out about it as well. Not just, oh, bloody women, you know, emotional. Yeah, damn straight, because we've been repressed, as guys have in their own way. But if you can make peace with it as well and make your woman feel at ease, that's going to help you a lot. And know, as Miranda Gray says in her book, we're like 4 women. So every bit of the month, like the 4 times parts of the month, like the moon, we're going to have slightly different energy. Sexually, we're going to be different. Creatively, we're going to be different. Concentration, energetic levels. Don't try and expect us to be the same. You know, our soul's the same, right? But, you know, we need to be able to fluctuate. And the jobs that we all have don't really allow it. I'm self-employed, so I'm really blessed that I can just fluctuate with my energy and not panic if I don't sleep one night again. It's not bipolar. You know, I used to panic, oh my God, I'm having a high, I'm not sleeping. No, every time just before I bleed, I have 2 nights, that I don't really sleep. And now, because I've embraced it and understood it, I write, I get up and I just scribble fuck. And that's when all my ideas come, like, oh, I've got to write this book, I've got to do this, oh my God, I'm going to do this, blah, blah. Not all going to come to fruition, but that's like a really massively powerful time for a woman. And that is not you going crazy. That is you having access to the wisdom of your soul. So for guys, what if you are interested in the moon, start observing yourself in relation to the moon cycle. Because as women, we may or may not be in a sync. It doesn't matter, there's no right or wrong, but it's still useful to start connecting with the moon. So for guys, you know, look, maybe you're slightly more energetic coming up to the full moon, or you might have these insights, or and then you might start waning again. Cool. That's because you're sensitive and we're all connected. We're all condensed energy. I won't go into that just yet. That's a whole other discussion. So to summarise, look outside at night and see what the moon's doing and see if that's affecting you. It ain't nothing to do with bipolar. Again, the lens that we have, being bipolar, something in us, is going to make that different. But if you can then resolve the moon part of your life and watch that gentle undulation go, you're taking out one of the variables that's then compounding the real big highs or real big lows, okay? So that's something to think about. Okay, well, blessings to you. Namaste, and just so much love. Remember, you're a spirit shining through a body. It's got a wonky nose, I can see it in my picture. You're beautiful, and it doesn't matter what craziness you think you are, you're beautiful and you're worth putting the effort in, because only we can do this change, you know. Otherwise we just sit on medication and just put up with it. You don't have to do that. You can make a lot of differences, and hopefully day by day I'll share with you some of the things that I've done that have really helped me iron out my moods. And basically I just feel good pretty much every day. Okay, and you can do that. No meds, but don't just get off them. Okay. Cool. Bye. See you again.